Sarah's story is one of the most painful in Scripture, not because of what she did wrong, but because of what she endured. She lost 7 husbands, one after another. She was blamed, whispered about, mocked, and misunderstood. Her suffering became her identity in the eyes of others, and finally the pain grew so heavy that Sarah stood at the edge of despair. She thought about ending her life. But here is where her story becomes holy. Sarah did not take authority over her own life. She did not say, "This pain defines the end." Instead, she turned to the Lord and prayed, "Do with me as you will." She surrendered her life back into the hands of the one who gave it. Sarah teaches us that faith is not the absence of despair, but the refusal to let despair make the final decision. And here, her story echoes another moment in the Gospels. Peter and Judas both betrayed Jesus. Both failed him. Both wept bitterly. But their stories ended very differently. Peter fell and returned. He allowed the Lord to define his future, not his failure. He believed that God's mercy was greater than his sin, and because of that, he was restored. Judas also fell, but he did not return. He believed his sin was greater than God's mercy, and instead of surrendering his brokenness to the Lord, he took control and ended his life. This is the dividing line between despair and redemption. Sarah chose the way of Peter, not Judas. She could have taken her life, but she chose to give it back to God. She chose surrender over control, trust over despair. And because she did, heaven moved. God sent an angel. God rewrote her story. God restored what pain had stolen. Sarah reminds us of this truth. Our lives are not ours to end, but God's to redeem. When we stop trying to control the outcome and instead place our lives in God's hands, He does what we never could. He saves. He restores. He gives life where we saw only the end.